NASCAR salutes United States Armed Forces night at the races at Kingsport Speedway, Friday night, May 23rd. Kyle Barnes starts on the pole. Outside of him, Lee Tissot from Asheville. Inside row 3, Zeke Shell to the outside, Ryan Stiltner. Inside row 3, we've got Chad Fincham. Outside of him, the return of Nate Monteith, former champion. Then you got Zach Walton, Paul McGrady, Chris Van Dyke. Barnes doesn't go on the initial start. They get a little log jam. Looks like Justin Fontaine, a little front end damage. He goes in and gets some sheet metal removed. 1 to go on the second restart. It's clean, and that would be the end of caution flags for this race. You see Tissot to the outside, inside the Draper, Virginia driver of Kyle Barnes. Takes him about a lap, but Tissot does get by. A lot of side-by-side action early on, especially. You got Zeke Shell inside of Ryan Stiltner for third place. Behind them, Chad Fincham and Nate Monteith battling out for the top 5. McGrady there in 6th, and then Chris Van Dyke, the points leader, multiple wins this year. Not a good night for him. Never really able to get up front. There you see Shell does eventually get by Stiltner and Barnes. Moves up to the back bumper of Tissot, but that's about as close as he would get on the evening. You see Barnes back there in 3rd. Stiltner eventually get to the inside of Barnes, takes away 3rd, brings along for Chad Fincham. And then Monteith drops Barnes back to 6th after getting a freight trained. You see Barnes really burning up those left front brakes. Cherry red. Halfway through the race, we got Tissot, Shell, Stiltner, Fincham, and Monteith. And spoiler alert, that's the way they would end. There you go, got the leaders right there. Tissot and Shell. Of course, Shell never able to make a move to the inside. The biggest opportunity for potential calamity on the evening, you got the two black cars ahead there. You can only get lap the second time. Behind them, 9th, 10th, and 11th, tail end of the lead lap. Wayne Hale, Zach Walton, and Tyler Goodwin. And then behind them, here comes the leader, number 7, Lee Tissot. Big potential for problems for Tissot here. You got side-by-side cars on the tail end of the lead lap battling for position. You got slower cars getting lapped the second time. But he does manage to weed his way in and out of that. You see, you got Shell behind him, Stiltner. They close in. But the parting of the Red Seas kind of there for Tissot to the outside lane. The side-by-side battles evaporated, and he was able to get past. There you go, Wayne Hale in 9th. Kind of gives him plenty of room to get by. And that was the end of the danger for Tissot. You see the white flags out in clean air. He's got plenty of room. It's amazing though, after 60 laps of green flag racing, the top 4 are all within view of each other. You got Tissot coming to take the checker flag, if we can get into focus there. Behind him, Zeke Shell, then Stiltner and Fincham battling out, then Monteith. And for Tissot, it's his first one of the year, being congratulated by his engine man and his sponsor.
Before y'all hit all that traffic with about 10 to go.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't necessarily the traffic that got us. It was that we didn't have any caution. The first time all year we ran green to green all the way to checker. And, you know, the only downfall I see from it is, you know, the crowd didn't get a good show. Nobody comes here not to see anything happen. But, you know, it was still a great race. I thank God for this track. Then we wouldn't have a place to come and put on a good show. You know, if we could have just saved our stuff a little bit better, knowing there wasn't many cautions, we might have had something there for the end, but just, you know, we shot too hard out of the gate and burned it up.
I'm going to ask you, obviously, good race for you. You got out front. It was clean. What was it with that first restart? Did you jump? Did he sit? Did he wait? What happened?
Well, I mean, we're supposed to stay side by side when the pace car took off. You know, we had a team. It was kind of a new night for all.